Hello guys, it's Major Miners, and I am back commentating after a very, very long hiatus of not commentating, which is down to quite a few reasons, to be honest. Like, first of all, my HDPVR fucked up, you know, standard fucking HDPVR issues with drivers and shit. I don't really understand it still. There's something weird I have to do where I have to fucking export the files in some weird direction. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it, but whatever. Secondly, the games that have been out haven't really inspired me to fix those problems quickly. Like, you know, this is Modern Warfare 3 that I'm commentating over. I think it's arguably the worst Call of Duty in history. I think it's a pile of shit. To be honest, when I look at this game, like, people talk about nostalgia, I kind of get the opposite of nostalgia in this game, a deep, burning hatred for it. But this is a nice little USAS gameplay. It's a 38 for 2. The USAS is kind of the saving grace for Modern Warfare 3 for me anyway. Like, it's the one thing that will get me on this game. And I'm actually alright with it. It's the only gun I can do well with. Every other gun, like the AK-47, I think shit in this game. The MP5 shit in this game. The guns that are good are like the Type 95, which is burst fire. I hate burst fire weapons because I feel like you have to kind of stay back from your enemies, whereas I just like running at people. I don't think this game has many guns that are good for just running at people, especially as the health's low as well. Even just running at people is such a risk. And then you see that random collateral. I was kind of confused there for a second because I didn't actually know what had happened. But yeah, there's no... I mean, the MP7, sorry, is an... You know, that's an alright rushing weapon, but it's kind of boring to use. I don't really like the way the gun sounds, the way the gun feels, and the way the gun looks. I kind of like guns to pack a punch almost, if you know what I mean. Like, that's why I like loud guns, like the TAR-21, the MP5K from Modern Warfare 2 I kind of liked, the TAR-21, I said that. Yeah, so I like guns that are loud. I just like feeling like a badass when I'm on the field. I don't want to be fucking sat there with some pansy weapon pinging people from behind a wall or some shit. I want to be out there, shoving my penis inside of the enemy soldiers, and, you know, forcibly inserting it into their anus. Something like that, you know. I got a bit carried away with the moment, but the point still carries. So yeah, Modern Warfare 3, let me talk about this game for a little bit. I haven't really had a chance to, you know, divulge my hatred of this game on a commentary platform. So basically, let me just compare it. Okay, so first of all, you got the map making. These people don't know how to make maps. They seriously don't. They can't make a good map. If they had to save their own life, they couldn't make a good map. You got Fallen, terrible map. Interchange, terrible map with terrible spawns, but it's alright for montage making because you can spawn trap people and get some insane clips on domination. Outpost, pretty terrible map. Arcaden, kind of good, probably their best map, but it's still far too non-linear. I think the reason they're so bad at map making is they are obsessed with non-linear maps, and in Call of Duty maps you need some form of linearity. Don't know if that's a word, just made it up off the top of my head, but linearity? I don't know. Because if you look at the Modern Warfare 2 maps, they're all kind of, you know, it's opposite sides, polar, you know, polar fighting. You spawn on one side, you go to another. There's not much differentiation from that. Whereas this game likes putting random house here, random house here. Oh, let's put a random house in the top left corner of the map for no reason. And they're also obsessed with camping spots. Like, there's a lot of shit to hide behind. There's a lot of alternating paths. There's a lot of houses that just have dead ends, or you go upstairs and there's like one window facing out. And it's just really stupid because there's no... I think Dome is probably their best map because that's kind of like opposite sides. But even that, for a small map, it's not exactly Rust or Nuketown type fun. It's just okay. It's probably one of their best maps. So yeah, the map making is a big critique. The gunplay is a big critique for me. Like I said, I don't think they did a good job on the picking weapons that are fun to use. I think a lot of people would just stay with the same weapon, the Type 95 and the MP7, but I don't think they made many guns that, you know, all the guns that they brought back from previous CODs were just paled in comparison. They're just not as good as old Call of Duty guns. and I couldn't find any guns that I actually enjoyed using apart from the USAS. The Spaz 12 is a good example of a gun that they fucked up. The Spaz 12 is so underpowered, it's ridiculous, and it looks exactly the same as the Spaz 12 from Modern Warfare 2, so that was severely disappointing. And the thing I kind of wanted to close off on is I don't like all the hassle that is. I don't like the brand that has been put to Infinity Ward as they're the shittest developers. Like, I hear people to this day complaining about Infinity Ward. I don't have a problem with Infinity Ward. You look at Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2 was a fuck-up, yes, but that was mid their lawsuit. That was in the middle of their lawsuit with Activision, and they pretty much left as soon as the game came out, which means they didn't have the resources to patch the game, and no one could patch the game because no one was still working at Infinity Ward. They were all leaving or getting fired or whatever. And so I think that the problems that were prominent in Modern Warfare 2, they could have been fixed. They were all fixable, like noob tubing, I can't even fucking remember the other problems off the top of my head. Noob tubing was fixable, one-man army was fixable, and the overpoweredness of weapons was fixable. And apart from that, I actually enjoyed the game. And I think the blame should not be placed on Infinity Ward, because I think they're good developers. I think the maps in Modern Warfare 2 are arguably good. The exploits ruined those maps, but they were still good maps, like Terminal, fun map, High Rise, fun map. They were fun maps. Maybe they were a bit too crazy, whatever, but that doesn't make it a terrible game. That just makes it slightly too chaotic, maybe, for some people's tastes. And on top of this, I think Sledgehammer should take the blame for Modern Warfare 3. They made Modern Warfare 3, and they took the title from Infinity Ward. People still seem to think that Infinity Ward are making these games. Sledgehammer are. I almost ran out of time there. I think it's pretty impressive that I finished that commentary, so give me a like if you love me, and I will see you later.